Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Muhammad Hamdi bin Halif and I am from 82223A. In this video, I want to present about the project innovation and prototype on soil management for maintaining soil fertility and productivity. The title that I am choose is Agriculture Waste Application. So, before I am explaining about the project innovation and prototype of agriculture waste application, I want to briefly intro about what is agriculture waste. Agriculture waste that can simplify means as the residue that produced from the development and mass processing of raw agriculture products or sources, for example from fruits, vegetables, meats, livestock farm, crops, and so on. Besides, this process actually can happen both natural, which means organic and non-natural waste produced from various farming activities such as dairy farming, horticulture, livestock, market, nursery, plantation, and so on. However, agriculture and food industry waste are categorized as a seasonal production because they has rapidly removed from the field to avoid disrupt with other agriculture activities. Each of the agriculture activities will produce agriculture waste due to post-harvest activities and so on. Therefore, some farmers take a simple step to dispose of agriculture waste, such as letting an accumulation of agriculture waste, doing a open burning that can contribute to air pollution, and others. Therefore, the disposal of agriculture waste should be disposed on in the right place to avoid environmental pollution and more serious problems. Moreover, from the agriculture waste, we can be new transforms new products to make its fertility. So, after I search for information on agriculture waste disposal, among the existing innovations projects that can be done in Malaysia is making the agriculture waste application as a composting agriculture waste by decaying wood decaying fungi, which is change pollution to produce to organic fertilizer, and a prototype reactor to compost agriculture waste. So, firstly, we can see through the project of wood decaying fungi to compost agriculture waste. Hence, where many scientists around the world are conducted some of the research to find some environmentally friendly methods to convert agriculture waste into valuable products. In this case, for example, the wood decaying fungi have the big potential to convert this waste into organic fertilizer. How this process is working to become agriculture waste product to organic fertilizer? Okay, I am explaining. First, process is entrapment of solar energy in plant biomass of crop cultivation. In this case, what will happen is these fungi produce a range of enzymes to degrade lignocellulosic biomass, and with the high economic efficiency that recycle agriculture waste. So, wood decaying fungi are a group of microscopic eukaryotes that play an important role in the maintenance on Earth of the biogeochemical cycling of minerals. After that, for cultivating edible fungi, waste plant biomass such as straw, sawdust, bagasse, cotton seed hulls, and other agriculture waste can be used. Next, wood decaying fungi speed up the composting of waste during growth by breaking down the complex components of lignin, xylem, cellulose, hemicellulose, and producing the bound sugars, amino acid, and other mineral forms, subtracting and converting it into organic fertilizer. Then the substrate that he left after edible cultivation and harvesting is known as a spent compost, fungi, or mushroom. It is possible to use spent compost as a balanced source of carbon, nitrogen, and soil humus formation. Meanwhile, the benefit of spent compost is it acts as a soil conditioner and good fertilizer and is used in garden soil to grow vegetable, ornamental, and herbal plants in many countries. The process of humus formation is also accelerated by the mixing of spent compost with soil, thus enhancing the soil fertility, aeration, and water holding capacity. Okay, we go proceed about prototype reactor to compost agriculture waste that developed from Fusagasuga Municipality, Colombia. The quality of this biowaste can be enhanced by the use of composting process. Besides, the use of technologies such as telemetry and remote sensors enables organic matters transformation to be optimized in a more controlled and efficient way. The design of three-dimensional electromechanical was carried out with the prototype reactor to compost agriculture waste. The characteristic of prototype is it have contains 20 liters API controller with three temperature humidity sensors that help to adjust temperature and humidity. Meanwhile, the temperature and humidity of the compost material will remains at 65 degrees Celsius and 50 until 60% of humidity with these sensors. The time to oxygenate the compost material will be found through the use of a special form of temperature sensor placements. Also, this system is integrated with the Human Machine Interface (HMI), which allows the remote access user to monitor and manipulate it. Furthermore, we go to the methodology of prototype reactor. Firstly, need the high energy content to produce of mixture to get ratio of the material in higher content of carbons and nitrogens. After that, these materials are subsequently choked to improve the speed of biodegradation of the microorganisms. The process that mix the organic matter, the substrate soil, and the atmosphere homogeneously inside the reactor enhance the chemical properties such as the concentration of pH and oxygen, and homogenize the temperature in its thermophilic phase. It is shown that if the rotation process is done every 24 hours, the thermophilic phase maximum peak will be increased. In most situations, bacteria are about 100 times more dominant than fungi, and at least 80 until 90% of the microbial activity in composting is due to the presence of bacteria. The actual bacteria population depends on the basic material types, the local conditions, and the modification used. However, it shows the plants that are decomposed by bacteria, cyanobacteria, and fungi to different degrees remain in the form of simple sugar, hemicellulose, and cellulose. These organisms synthesize their polysaccharide, which constitute the most of carbohydrate found in the soil and other carbohydrate. The use of nitrate, ammonia, urea, and manure improve the rate of decomposition because of better use in microbacteria and fungi. After that, the temperature varies with pH, especially in the range from the thermophilic phase to the mesophilic phase. This occurs because communities of microorganisms are sensitive to combined impact of acidity and temperature conditions. Microorganisms such as high temperature or low pH can tolerate extreme environmental factors, but not both at the same time. Hence, the presence of various groups of microorganisms is another possibility because some of the microorganisms are mesophilic and other thermophilic. The characteristic of nature compost is has a dark color, no odor, ambient temperature, average particle size, which is 10 millimeter, and the final cn ratio range from 10 until 15. Okay, figure 1 show the reactor is designed with a rotary system using a set of rotating opposite blades joined to a rotating shaft in the center of the reactor. Figure 2 is show the 3D model of the turning system. Figure 3 show the stimulate 3D model. A prototype system is construct that consists a cylindrical barrel of 20 liters. Figure 4 show the temperature sensors are located at the two ends, sensor 1 and sensor 3, and center of sensor 2 of the bioreactor tanks. Figure 5 show the water supply system that consists of a 12 volt of electric pumps, a water tanks, an electrical valve, and a nebulizer system. Lastly is figure 6 show the heating system that provide a consistent air flow with variable temperatures based on resistant electrical elements and air turbine together in housing. In conclusions, agriculture waste management through the composting will not only help farmers to remove this large amount of waste, but can also help them to generate incomes by growing edible mushrooms and producing organic fertilizer of high quality in a convenient, cheap, and environmentally friendly methods. Furthermore, with the development of this prototype, we will be able to produce large quantity of organic fertilizer and in turn can reduce dependence on chemical fertilizer. Therefore, with the availability of this advanced technology can be developed in Malaysia through the future research and development R&D projects. And last but not least, we can sustainable of the soil fertility management system. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.